A lot of people have been asking us about different ways they can get involved in the Save Women's Sports movement. So we have compiled a list of a ton of different things that you can do to help make an impact in this movement. First is help a currently competing athlete stand up. We launched the XXXY Athletics Fund. Our first program is the Courage Wins Award, which is a donation-directed program that provides scholarship and sponsorship replacement for brave female athletes who speak up and stand up for women's sports. Also, a portion of every XXXY Athletics purchase goes directly towards the fund. And then you can also donate to the fund at xxxyathletics.org. Next thing you can do is advocate for policy change. The new rewrite of Title IX now covers gender identity, which means schools are now required to give students access to activities, opportunities, and spaces that match his or her subjective reality. So you can write your state representatives. Find out if your state is fighting the implementation. To do that, get the contact information of the people that represent you on the federal, state, and local level. You can find all of that information at USA.gov/elected-officials and let them know what's on your mind. We've written an example letter of what you can say at jennifersay.substack.com titled What You Can Do to Help Protect Women's Sports. We also share photos anytime we see our product in the wild with the hashtag #TheTruthFits. When you do that, know that you are helping the growing culture movement pushing back on women's erasure and woke sport. You help normalize standing up for women's sports when you proudly wear XXXY Athletics. Next thing you can do is speak at a public meeting such as a city council meeting or a state budget hearing. Most government meetings are open to the public and have time on the agenda designated to public comments. Provide a short statement under 5 minutes and sign up to read it at the meeting. Next thing you can do is join a coalition supporting fairness in sport. The women athletes harmed by these policies are overwhelmingly missing from the rooms where the decisions are made, but XXXY Athletics proudly stands with many groups including the following: the Independent Council on Women's Sports, Independent Women's Forum, the U.S. chapter of Women's Declaration International, Women's Sports Policy Working Group, and the Women's Liberation Front. All of these are a part of the Our Bodies, Our Sports coalition to increase fairness and equality in women's sports. Next thing you can do is make art. Creative resistance using visual arts, music, film, and media helps to generate the cultural activity that can motivate and influence social and political change. After all, politics is downstream of culture. You can help change the culture. Then we can't lose the policy and political battle. Next thing is organize a boycott of athletic brands that do not stand up for women's sports and space. Female buyers dominate the athletic wear market, representing $164.5 billion in revenue in 2022. Use your leverage, buy brands that align with your values. All of the places that you can go to will be linked below, and make sure to listen to our weekly videos reporting on women's sports and the latest news of males and female protected spaces.